fewer service slowdowns and interruptions. And the best part? No contracts, no data caps, and no fine print. Just great service from people you know and trust. Experience the IMU fiber difference in Indianola today.
Attention Indianola and Knoxville. Ready for maintenance-free living that's affordable? Kading Properties has the perfect solution for you. Our pet-friendly communities are perfect for young professionals, families, and those looking to downsize from a home. Our townhomes offer attached garages and your own front door. The perfect place to call home. Let us show you what Kading living looks like. Visit us at kadingproperties.com today and see why Kading Properties are the perfect fit for you.
If you are looking for a store that sells everything from flooring to furniture, Phillips Floors is not your store. However, if you are looking for a flooring specialty store that is committed to professional excellence in all facets of flooring, check out Phillips Floors. They are committed to providing quality flooring and installation that's the right fit for your home or office and that will last for years to come. Come visit their brand new showroom and facility at 1605 North 9th Street in Indianola or check them out at phillipsfloors.com. Phillips Floors. We do flooring.
Welcome to the KNIA Radio Pregame Show on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola taking on the Mustangs of Dallas Center Grimes. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner, like we mentioned. And Rick, Indianola looking for win number 1 on the season. They have a tall task ahead of them tonight against the Mustangs of Dallas Center Grimes, who put up a lot of points per game. And Indianola needs to try and keep this game, I think, in the 40s and 50s if they want to come away to win. Not to give away everything on my D. Armand Ford radio keys to the game, but that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and I agree totally with you there. And just checking out what I've seen, in the first half, and then coming away after the holiday break, that they just got to take care of those little things. And I agree totally with what you said. There's nothing more I can add to that. And it's just going to have to come out here and do it and get it done and get it done. So that's just how it's got to be.
Well, coming in,
that's simple.
I talked to Coach Jeff Ebling during the break, and he just said, we can't worry about what other teams are doing right now. We need to do the little things. And I know that's a lot of coach speak coming out. We got to do the little things. You got to do the fundamentals. We can't worry about other teams. But I feel like it really fits for Indianola right now this season, in this boys basketball season, because they do right now. There's been at least a couple of games where they kind of get in their own way a little bit. And this is an incredibly young team that is still finding themselves that was searching for varsity experience. Just one player back with varsity experience. And they are still learning how to play against some of the state's best competition. This is a great Class 4A program in Dallas Center Grimes right now, and this is the type of team they're going to see come postseason, probably on the road. So you want to take advantage of these moments like tonight.
Yeah, tonight you got to be able to do that. You talk about Dallas Center Grimes, the team that they've got 7 seniors. 4 of that 7 start. The other 3 will get some playing time in there, but it's a young team, and they're still trying to, like you said, for Indianola, they're still trying to find that identity, where they're going to work out, where they're going to do. And tonight we're going to start 2 freshmen, and that's going to be a big deal for Indianola tonight. And of course, everybody's going to get a lot of playing time. Coach does that because he's got to find the right combination with the right fit that's out there on the floor. But it's going to be interesting to watch and see how that's developed and how that's going to go. And they're 0-6, but they're just exciting to watch. And I know when I was listening, and we were down in the southwest part of the United States, and I was listening in on a couple of things, I got excited about it. But they just. I think, did you say it? They need to get out of their own way. Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't mean that negatively.
It's a positive comment.
You can tell that they're close. You
Yes.
can tell that they're there. They just need to execute. The ideas are there. They just kind of need to stop thinking about it and just kind of play basketball a little bit. And you know what? When you're off to a start like Indianola, it is easy to get into your own head. It is easy to start worrying about, if I miss this shot, are we going to lose the game? If I turn the ball over and not be aggressive here, maybe I'll just play it safe. when there's an avenue to drive to the hoop. And you know what? I think Coach Ebling is really saying, let's not worry about it. Let's not get in our own head. Let's just play the basketball game like we know how to play.
I was going to say, play basketball, play it Indianola way, and we can go out and things will turn around, and they'll come our way. And saying that, I've done this now. This is almost going on 40 years. I've seen a lot of Indianola basketball on the boys' side. It seems like we got there's like 2 or 3 or 4 years, and then there's a year where you've almost got to, I hate to use the word rebuild, but it is basically that. And this is one of those times where this is it. There's a lot of talent out there. They just got to be able to find themselves and believe in themselves. That's the key right there, believe in themselves.
Well, that's number one in our DeArmond Ford Radio keys to the game is just going to be play with confidence. And we've already kind of alluded to it multiple times. When things aren't going your way, again, it's easy to get down on yourself, but they have to be confident. They have to play. They have to try and hold home court against a very good Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs team that is fighting for a little Hawkeye Conference championship. And maybe Indianola can play spoiler a little bit here tonight.
Yeah, let's hope that can work out, that can happen, and we'll see what happens here. And I think they've developed. I mean, that first part of the season, you're still trying to find yourself. We've talked about that a lot, and let's hope as we start here in 2024, that comes to tuition tonight a little bit.
All right, that's our DeArmond Ford Radio keys to the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. Tonight's game time temperature is 33 degrees outside, so we've lost just one from the start of the girls' contest. Tonight's game time temperature presented by Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing just south of Milo, so no matter what the temperature is outside, Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing provides the best propane, HVAC, and plumbing installation, maintenance, and repair services in Central Iowa. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. We're going to take a short timeout. Do have some finals coming in from around other girls' contests. Pella defeats Pella Christian 70-37. Knoxville defeats Albia 56-39. And our final in game one here of this doubleheader was 63-30. Number one, Dallas Center Grimes defeats Indianola. And we'll be back after this on 94.3 KNIA for tonight's starting lineups presented by Cementech.
Accidents can happen every day and to anyone, from first-time drivers to drivers who have spent their life on the road. Don't let an accident ruin your day. Smith's Collision Center in Indianola is prepared to help you whenever an accident may occur and is ready to get you back on the road in no time. If you have been in an accident and need your vehicle repaired, take it to Smith's Collision Center, located at 710 East 2nd Avenue in Indianola, and let Jeff and his crew do it right for you. Smith's Collision Center, a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics.
Z's Eatery and Draft House in Indianola is still the place where friends become family, but now with a new and improved menu. Stop in for lunch from 11 to 4 and enjoy a wide range of quick options served fresh, from starters and greens to wraps, burgers, and handhelds. And don't forget to ask about the Tuesday Smash Burger Special. The dinner menu from 4 until close features more entree options, bigger portions, and delicious pasta. Open 6 days a week, Z's Eatery and Draft House is the place to be until 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Check out their new menu on Facebook or at zsindianola.com.
Parker Signs and Graphics is a renowned signage solutions provider in the Midwest with over 30 years of experience. They use the most cutting-edge processes to deliver top-quality products, starting from design conception and ending with fabrication. When faced with complex challenges that other sign makers can't handle, Parker Signs is the go-to choice. For all your signage needs, call John at 515-962-0330 today. Parker Signs and Graphics is also a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics. Go Indians!
Stop by McCoy True Value Hardware in Indianola and prepare yourself for January cold, snow, and ice. McCoy has a wide selection of snow shovels and ice melt on hand, featuring organic, pet-safe options. January bargains of the month include Soleil portable ceramic space heaters for $19.99, Filtrete allergen defense furnace filters for just $9.99, and $3 off on Blue Def 2.5-gallon diesel exhaust fluid. Shop these bargains and many more at McCoy True Value Hardware. Service with heart.
Welcome back to the KNIA Radio pregame show on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola boys basketball hosting the Mustangs of Dallas Center Grimes in a little Hawkeye Conference matchup tonight. Rick Wilson, let's hear tonight's starting lineups presented by Cementech.
All right, here we go, Andrew, for Dallas Center Grimes. They are going to start number 2. That's a junior. That's Tate Perrin. Number 4 is a senior. That's Jackson Green. He's averaging 15.7. Perrin averaging 6 points. Number 24 is a senior. That's Jonathan Howard. He's averaging 16 points a ball game. Number 32 is senior Jaden Jones. 4.7 for him. And rounding out that starting lineup, number 50 is a senior. That's Calix Cahill, averaging 14.9. DCG comes in at 2-1 in the conference, 5-2 overall. And now the Indianola Indians, for your Indianola Indians, it'll be number 5, a freshman. That's Hayden Schulte, averaging 7.5. Number 12 is a sophomore, Asher Brick, averaging 4 points per game. Number 15, a junior, Andrew DeWall, averaging 9 points. And number 24 is a freshman, Easton McGraw, averaging 8.8. And rounding out that starting lineup will be number 34, a junior. That's Derek Wilmot. He is averaging 9 points per game. Indianola coming in 0-3 in the conference, 0-6 overall. And that's the starting lineups for both Indianola and the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs.
That's a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Cementech. Are you looking to own your future? Cementech is 100% employee-owned and offers a comprehensive benefits package. To view current first and second shift openings, go to cementech.com. Take one final timeout. Be back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on KNIA. Indianola Activities YouTube.
Winter weather is almost here. Get your vehicle ready for the cold months ahead by taking it to Keller's Garage in Indianola. At Keller's, they'll make sure your heater is performing at its best and the tread on your tires is ready for all types of slippery road conditions. Let Keller's check over your brakes, fluids, wipers, bulbs, and battery before the snow really starts to fly. They're a one-stop shop for all of your automotive repairs and upgrades. Call today at 515-961-3306 and simply take it to Keller's.
Chronic soreness, recent fall, nagging pain from a summer injury? Look no further than Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Whether your pain is old or new, Capital Orthopedics gives you the care you deserve when you need it most. And you don't have to go far. They're right down the road at Indianola Specialty Clinic. Call 515-440-2676 or request an appointment online today. For specialists who want to get you back in the game as quickly as possible, the choice is Capital.
Welcome back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA. A crucial little Hawkeye Conference contest for Indianola tonight. A chance to pick up win number 1 of the season against the Mustangs of Dallas Center Grimes. And Rick, final thoughts before we get this thing going?
Well, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for these young men to take this off here. I'd love to see this first win here, and this right after 2024. Schulte, Brick, DeWall, Wilmot, and McGraw. For the Dallas Center Grimes, it's Perrin, Green, Howard, Jones, and Cahill. And we've got Easton McGraw, check the call, Derek Wilmot jumping center. And it'll be Cahill for the Mustangs.
Wilmot versus Cahill, won by Cahill into the hands of DCG, wearing their away reds. Indianola in their home whites tonight. It's crossover into the hands of Howard. It goes left side into the hands of Perrin. Perrin up top, Cahill swings around. Jaden Jones back up top, three-pointer. Howard top of the key is no good. DeWall with the rebound. Easy for me to say. He gets it over to Schulte, and Indianola gets a defensive stop.
Yeah, Indianola playing man-to-man, and so are the Mustangs. They're also in a man-to-man defense.
DeWall gets it, drives right, goes right into Cahill, finds Schulte. Schulte pulls up, floater up and in, and that's his shot. Hayden Schulte loves the drive inside and the right-handed floater, and Indianola takes their first lead, 2-0.
You know, watching this kid when he was younger, 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, I said, I told him once, take that shot at the free throw line. Don't try to drive it in, and he's done that very well. What a great young man. And then DCG comes back and scores.
Cahill just bullies his way to the hoop and makes a 8-foot floater, and now Indianola turns the ball over as they try to get it over to DeWall. So it's 2-2, 7:01 left to go, quarter number 1, and it's DCG ball, length of the floor to go. Indianola with a little token pressure here as they get it over to Tate Perrin. Perrin brings the ball up the floor.
Schulte is on him. That's going to be a good matchup tonight. Perrin
pass
and
down low. Perrin throws it away. DeWall right there. Indianola with numbers. They're pushing the ball up the floor. Nobody stops DeWall. Tries to get over to Wilmot. A lot of contact. Puts it up and finishes. Derek Wilmot through the contact. and Indianola leads 4-2.
I thought maybe he was going to lose it there, but he kept control of it. Good job by Derek, and he got the 2 points out of it. They lead 4-2 here early on here in the first quarter.
Cahill, cross-court pass all the way over towards Howard. Deep three is off the rim, no good, but a long rebound finds Jones. Jones, left side, Howard again. Into the corner, now swings it back around. Jones back up top into the hands of Green. His three-pointer's no good. Another long rebound, and a foul's going to be called on the rebound on DCG with 6:13 left to go in the first.
That might be on Howard. I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Howard picks up.
And I believe Green actually had the first shot, so and I know I said Howard, so excuse me on that one. 6:10 to go, quarter number one. Indianola leads 4-2. Schulte has it at the volleyball line, finds DeWalt, gets a screen. Wilmot loses the ball, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Cahill. 2 quick fouls picked up by DCG. They wanted a turnover. They're not going to get one. And that's on Cahill, his first, team second now with 6:03 left to go in the first. Asher Brick gets it inside to DeWall out on the right wing. Shot clock reset. DeWall has it up top, Wilmot. Looked for McGraw, backdoor, couldn't find him. Now gets it into DeWall, and now an offensive foul is going to be called on the screen, and the referee's going to be looking for that.
Yeah.
It looked like Wilmot put his hands out on the screen, and you can get your body in the way you can't push, and that's going to be foul on Derek Wilmot.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see more of that in boys basketball where they got that move. It's a movie screen, but yet you've got to be able to set that, and that's we've seen a lot of that in the past couple of years.
Parent gets it over to Jones. Down low, Cahill on the block. Defended by Wilmot, who already has one foul. Thought about a step back, but now gets it back out into the hands of Howard. Shot fake up top. Parent, he drives inside. Tries to find Howard on the back door. Nice cut. Schulte right there. DeWall right there. DeWall pokes it away. Wilmot grabs it, and Indianola gets the steal. They lead 4-2, under 5.5 to go. Quarter number one. Wilmot, ball top of the key. Hands it off to Brick. Brick swings it around McGraw. Into the corner, Schulte. Schulte back to DeWall, right wing. Brick now. Brick drives inside. Schulte catch and shoot three. Off the rim, no good. And Cahill with a rebound. Here come the Mustangs trying to tie or take the lead. Cahill quickly down the floor, loses the ball, and a late whistle is going to be called.
Yeah.
If that's on Wilmot, that's his second, Rick.
I think it's going to be, and he's going to pick up foul number 2, I believe, Andrew.
That is, and that's going to have Adler Dykey come onto the floor, and that is a big loss for Indianola, as Wilmot's not only one of their best finishers inside, but has the height to defend Calix Cahill.
And what I've seen of Adler Dykey, he can come off that bench. He plays strong. Not as much height, but boy, he's got the ability, and he plays tough.
Near a 5-second call as Howard gets it, drives baseline, goes right in between 3 Indianola defenders, and Jonathan Howard finishes, and it's all tied up at 4, under 5 minutes to go in the first. Indianola ball. Dykey has it top of the key. They double him immediately. Pass tipped up and stolen away. It's into the hands of DCG. Here comes Jackson Green. Back up top. Jones goes right to the hoop and finishes, and points off of turnovers. Hurting Indianola right now as the Mustangs take their first lead at 6-4.
All 6 of those come off of turnovers right now, and Indianola's got to watch that.
Schulte drives inside. His floater's off the front of the rim. No, and
Stepped
it's going to be out of bounds on broken. Fuller will remain with Indianola underneath their own basket on the rebound.
Yeah, nice rebound that time by Fuller, but he stepped on the out-of-bounds line and tried to throw it. Now we got substitutions coming in here for that. It'll be Mock.
Dane Mock for Calix Cahill. Pass gets into the corner for Schulte. To Brick. Double teamed. Nowhere to go. Finally gets it over to Schulte. Someone's got to be open as Dykey gets it to McGraw. Step back around, goes into the lane. His floater's up and falls, and a foul. Count the bucket and 1 for Easton McGraw. That's on Mock, his first, team third. 4:15 left to go in the first, and Indianola ties the score up at 6. And Easton McGraw with the game's first free throw to try and put Indianola back out in front, and he does so.
Yeah, McGraw shooting 62% from the charity stripe. Knocked that first one down. Gives Indianola the lead here with 4:11 to go, first quarter.
Jones drives baseline, kicks it all the way out into the hands of Green. Now swings it back around into the hands of Fuller. Fuller up top. Howard swings it around. Jones now into the corner. Green fakes right, goes left, and travels.
Yeah.
And the Indianola defense doing a nice job containing this high-flying Mustangs team right now.
4th turnover for the Mustangs. Indianola's committed to 3 turnovers so far here in this first quarter.
Next stoppage in play.
Go ahead.
We'll have a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset, and Indianola leads 7-6. Schulte has it top of the key. Gets it to Brick. Brick gets a screen from Dykey. Kicks it over to McGraw. Now into the corner. DeWall dribbles baseline into the corner. Schulte catch and shoot three. Rattles around, and a whistle is called. A foul is going to be called on the Mustangs.
And I think
three free throws coming up for Schulte.
I think Fuller maybe on that.
Yeah. And even more importantly, Rick, that is the last foul to give for DCG. So Indianola shooting double bonus the rest of this first quarter. Schulte, first free throw is in. If I'm Indianola, I'm going to the hoop almost every single time and trying to draw a foul. Just try and get as many Mustangs in foul trouble as I can and take advantage at the free throw line. Schulte's second free throw is in. He's got a game-high 4 points right now. Indianola leads 9-6, trying to get their biggest lead so far or extend their biggest lead. And Schulte misses the third. Indianola 3 of 4 at the line. They lead 9-6, 3:38 to go, quarter number 1. Jones has it top of the key into the corner. Howard, that's not who you want to leave open, but Indianola does not get hurt this time. However, an offensive rebound goes right back to him. He's hit as he drives inside, and Adler Dykey's going to get whistled for the foul with 3:27 to go in the first. So Indianola catches a break on a wide-open missed three from Jonathan Howard, but then they foul him on the way to the hoop, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Howard has 2 here for the night, but he's also opportunity here at the free throw line.
Rims in and out.
79% free throw shooter and cannot get that first one to go down.
Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 3:27 left to go in quarter number 1. Indianola 9, DCG 6. DCG 14 fouls, Indianola 3. And both team with their full complement of 5 McCoy True Value timeouts as Howard makes the second, making it 9-7. That's a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Brick with the ball top of the key. Gets it over to DeWall. DeWall inside. Dykey back to DeWall. Swings it around Brick to McGraw in the corner. Good defense from DCG. Dykey gets it across the corner. Schulte open for 3. That one's off the mark. Dykey right there for the rebound. Gets it over to McGraw, and Indianola resets with 3 minutes to go. DeWall gets it on the cut. Nearly loses it, but gets it back to Schulte at the top of the key. Swings it around Asher Brick. Back to Schulte. 2:52 and counting to go, quarter number 1. DCG back in man after a zone. Now McGraw has it. Goes into the lane. Kicks it off to Wall. Switching off screens. DeWall goes into the lane. Finds Schulte. Schulte dribbles right. Goes into the lane. Tries a shot fake. Tries to get it over to Brick, but it's going to be stolen away by Fuller. Gets it over Parent. His pass is going to be intercepted. A couple Indianola players had it, and they couldn't decide who wanted it, and they both grab it, and Indianola turns it right back over.
Dykey and Schulte had the ball, and that's a travel, and we're going to have substitutions. It's going to be George Blake entering the ball game.
And Jack Bingaman entering.
And Bingaman, number 2, the senior Bingaman.
Indianola leads 9-7, 2:33 left to go, quarter number 1. And it's DCG ball. Jones has it, defended by Bingaman. Into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Mock thought about it, now gets it inside Cahill. Goes in on Dykey, now tries to put it up and in, can't hit. Gets his own rebound and misses again, but he's fouled. And we will see Calix Cahill head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Indianola getting lucky that DCG did not get either of those to go down.
And it was Dykey picking up the foul, Andrew, for Indianola, and it'll be Cahill. And
the bad news for Indianola now, Rick, as Cahill misses the free throw. Wilmot and Dykey both with 2 fouls each for Indianola, as both teams now with 4 team fouls. So Adler Dykey comes off. Vinny Anderson comes on. And Indianola going much smaller right now. I think DeWall's playing the 5. So Calix Cahill is going to be very tough to defend. Misses the second free throw, however, and Indianola getting lucky at the line. DCG 1 of 4, and they retain their lead, 9-7, 2:15 left to go in the first. Anderson has it. George Blake dribbles into the lane left. Splits the defense. Tries a turnaround shot, is up, and Blake gets it to go down, and George Blake, his first 2 points, and Indianola leads 11-7.
I'm not so sure.
And a travel's going to be called on DCG on Fuller. And with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, your Indianola boys basketball team has a lead on DCG.
I'm going back down here. George Blake almost traveled. He's kind of spread out there, but he kept that pivot foot down and made a really nice move and got the ball to go down. And, great job by George Blake, the freshman.
He tried to find a cutter, and it's going to be into the backcourt, over and back, and Indianola turns it over. Blake tried to find Jack Bingaman, but Bingaman going towards the hoop. Blake threw it towards him as if he was going to be out at the top. And Indianola gives it right back.
Yeah, a minute 48 to go here. Ball be taken out in front of the Indianola bench by DCG. 5 turnovers for each team right now here in this first quarter.
Cahill has it, defended by DeWall. One-on-one on the block. DeWall not trying to give much of an inch. Cahill goes up and under, and he finishes. And that's going to be a really tough matchup without Wilmot and Dykey out there. Cahill gets the easy layup, and it's 11-9 with a minute and a half to go, quarter number 1. Blake has it, hands it off. Anderson towards Bingaman into the corner. Bingaman goes into the lane. Turnaround shot is up. That one too strong off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Perrin. Quickly up to Jackson Green. Nobody home for Indianola, and it's a quick 4-0 run for for DCG. And we're all tied up at 11. A minute and 11 left to go in the first. DeWall has it. Over to Blake. Blake dribbles left. Hands it off to Anderson. Back up top, Blake. Back out to Anderson. Indianola without their big men. That's a big focal point of their offense, Rick, is those guys setting screens at the top. Schulte gets the switch. Blake catch and shoot 3 in the corner. That one's no good. Rebound into the hands of Green. Here comes DCG. Fuller has it. Back up top, Green. Fakes right, goes left and foul. Or travels, no foul. With 40 seconds to go in the first, it's tied up at 11 all. And McGraw comes back onto the floor for Schulte for Indianola, and DeWall comes off as well.
Yeah, I saw that move the other night on the NBA. They can make that there, not here. So 11-11, 40 seconds to go here, and Asher Brick will bring the ball across the timeline for Indianola.
Hands it off to Bingaman. Back to McGraw. Gets a screen, goes into the lane, pull-up jumper, hits. Easton McGraw, been one of Indianola's top scorers, and he continues that tonight. He's got 5, and Indianola's back out in front, 13-11. Shot clock off, 20 seconds to go, quarter number 1.
A nice screen by Vinny Anderson on that as it kind of broke loose, and he broke off the screen, and he was there to rebound, but the ball goes through the hoop.
10 seconds. Perrin dribbles right. Gets it inside Cahill, defended by Anderson. Step back jumper off the front of the rim. No, 2 seconds. Anderson, Blake, 3 at the buzzer. Off the back of the rim, no. But Indianola holding off DCG. They lead 13-11 after the first. We'll be back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Now hiring for various positions. Join their team and enjoy competitive pay and amazing perks. Say goodbye to medical insurance deductions because they offer free medical insurance premiums. No payroll deductions. Cementech is also 100% employee owned, which means you'll receive annual stock grants to grow your retirement savings. They also award annual educational scholarships to the children of employees. Visit them today at cementech.com/careers and be part of the Cementech family in Indianola.
Service you expect from people you trust. People's Bank.
Describe a great business banker. Jared, you go first.
Someone who's a great listener.
I agree, Jared. Kevin, what do you think?
Definitely someone you trust.
Totally. Both are so important. Sometimes you need someone to run the numbers.
And someone who understands the challenges you face as a business owner.
And someone who will get things done without a lot of red tape.
And someone who knows your community.
That sounds just like what we do at People's Bank.
It's exactly what we do.
I guess it makes total sense why we've had the same goal since we opened 25 years ago. Provide service you expect from people you trust.
That's exactly right, Janice. People's Bank has locations in Knoxville, Pleasantville, Lacona, Milo, Indianola, Carlisle, Seymour, and coming soon in 2024, Sheraton. Member FDIC.
We're back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on KNIA. Pass into the corner. Indianola starts off with the ball, and they lead 13-11. I'm Andrew Swadner. He's Rick Wilson. It's Andrew DeWall with 10 on the shot clock for the first possession of quarter number 2. DeWall tries a crossover. Goes down low, turnaround jumper. That one may be deflected, but it's picked up by Cahill. But Indianola leads 13-11. Rick, your thoughts after the first?
Yeah, I like that play of the first. They screened well. They worked off the screens very well. The shots were good shots that they made. They lead 13-11. They won the first quarter. You got 3 more quarters to go. Take it 1 quarter at a time and see what we can do here.
Pass gets over into the corner to Jones. His 3-pointer's up no good. And Brick with a rebound. Indianola doubling Cahill again. They're 2 big men out, each with 2 fouls. Brick has it, gets it over to DeWall. Goes straight to the hoop, has his shot blocked. I think Perrin maybe got it on that one. Now Jones has it back for DCG. Back out, open. Green open for 3 and he hits. Jackson Green puts the Mustangs out in front, 14-13, 6:42 and counting to go before halftime.
Yeah, they did a good job getting back, but they left Green open there. He took that open shot and puts the Mustangs ahead.
Brick has it on the left wing for Indianola. Gets it over to DeWall into the corner. Vinny Anderson back up top to Walt. Gets the angle, goes into the lane. Floater does not fall. DCG gets it quickly down the floor. Green gets it, layup up and in, and Indianola needs to get back better. It is a big run for the Mustangs, and they lead 16-13, leading to a McCoy True Value timeout.
Yeah, 5-0 run there early here in the second quarter. Coach Eberling's got to call a timeout. They've got to be able to get back, and it does. It makes a difference on this team right now without number 34 and also the other big man inside, number 33, Dykey. So, yeah, Wilmot and Dykey make that difference. So we'll see what happens here. See what he draws up at timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Ebling, the message has to be get back on defense. DCG's getting the defensive rebound right now, and they're just hucking it down the floor and getting layups. And if you're not the guy who shoots it for Indianola, you need to get back. You cannot allow those easy buckets.
Yep, you go right there and see how they do that. They've got that same lineup in. Looks like we've got Wilmot back in the lineup for Indianola.
And if I'm Cahill, sorry, Rick.
Go ahead.
I'm going right at Wilmot. I'm getting him his 3rd foul. Cahill with 1 himself, but Indianola trailing 16-13 now. DeWall has it, gets it over to Brick. Hands it off McGraw. McGraw gets another screen, gets it down the Wilmot. Finish at the rim. Derek Wilmot with 4 points now, and Indianola's back within 1, 16-15.
You know, same thing said. Wilmot's got to take it to Cahill because he doesn't want to get himself with too many fouls. So, yeah, great job that time. He laid off, and, yeah.
Well, they get it down to Cahill, and the 2 big guys trade buckets as Cahill gets it right underneath the hoop and scores an easy 2. Dallas Center Grimes leads Indianola now 18-15. Wilmot has it poked away. Green, 1-on-none down the floor. Wilmot can't get foul number 3, and he makes the layup up and in. And Dallas Center Grimes is outscoring Indianola 9-2 to start off this second quarter. McGraw has it, finds Wilmot, gets it over DeWall, drives inside, loses the ball out of bounds off of DeWall, and Indianola starting to play a little bit too fast, I think, for their liking.
A little sloppiness here, and they've got to be able to bring that down, bring it under control. Yeah, they can't get in. They're trying to make something happen. You want to do that, but you want to do it timely. You got plenty of time here, and now they come back, and Dallas Center Grimes slows it down just a little bit.
Howard to Cahill. Great pass from Cahill. Goes down low into the hands of Jones. And Jones is going to be fouled by Brick, and he'll have 2 free throws coming up. But DCG taking full control in this second quarter right now as Jaden Jones heads to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Jones, good free throw shooter, 71%. Right now, Dallas Center Grimes just 1 out of 4 from the charity stripe here in this first half. 5:09 to go, and they've got a 5-point lead. And it looks like Jones is wanting to expand on that.
20-15, and it will stay that way for now as Jones misses the front end. George Blake comes on for Derek Wilmot. And Indianola again going small, but kind of forced to at this point, Rick. They cannot allow those big guys to get 3 fouls. 5:09 to go. Jones hits the second in quarter number 2, and it's 21-15 Dallas Center Grimes, and they have a full court press coming on as Indianola nearly turns it over. McGraw gets it to DeWall. DeWall sprints past everybody. Indianola with numbers. Blake catch and shoot in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. George Blake with 5 off the bench. DCG quickly gets the ball down the floor. Indianola not ready for it, and with 4:50 left to go, quarter number 2, Indianola trails 21-18. Cahill has it, defended by McGraw. Bully ball, tries a cross-court pass, gets it over. Green open for three off the front of the rim. No, and it hits the shot clock, and Indianola survives the double team on Cahill and survives an open shot.
I love it when they took Derek Wilmot out of the ball game. He was over there with Court Singleton. Court was giving him some instructions and stuff. You can't ask for a better coach right there. Somebody who played here, also played at Simpson. He knows what to do down inside like that. So hopefully Wilmot will be able to take that and use it.
Blake, cross-court pass, finds McGraw into the corner. Now back to DeWall, and Indianola sets up their offense. Into the corner, McGraw, shot fake, goes right to the hoop, layup up and in from Easton McGraw after the shot fake. He's got 7, and Indianola's back within 1, 21-20.
I love how Indianola's staying aggressive, and you saw the last couple times down, they were aggressive with the basketball, trying to just make things happen, and they did it. So good job by them. They only trail by 1.
Cahill gets it over to Howard. Howard drives inside, back out. Perrin, his shot for 3 is up, no good. Long rebound on the deck. Going down for it is Jones, but that has to be a travel. There we go.
Yep.
He fell to the floor with it, and with 3:57 left to go, Indianola survives a huge DCG run to start the second. They have a chance to reclaim the lead here with 3:57 left to go before halftime.
Yeah, and I like the play of Indianola down here on the defense. They really didn't have a chance to go after that ball, but they went up and came down, and actually the turnover gives the ball back to Indianola, and taking it out will be DeWall. He'll give it to Asher Brook. He'll bring it down. A little bit of pressure put on by the Mustangs.
Brick gets it over to DeWall, goes back to Brick, who drives inside, catch and shoot 3 for Blake. That one may be altered by Cahill. It's off the front of the rim. And here comes Green, nearly loses it, but finds a cutter down the floor as Indianola will be called for a foul. George Blake fouls Brogan Fuller with 3:38 to go before halftime. It's his first, team second in this second quarter, so neither team really in foul trouble in this quarter, but DCG was 0. Next stoppage in play, we'll have a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Mustangs ball trying to expand their 1-point lead, leading 21-20. 3.5 to go before halftime. Driving inside is Jones. His shot is altered by Brick. DeWall grabs the rebound. Here comes Indianola. Schulte has it. Back out to Brick. Drives inside the lane. Goes right at Cahill. Left-handed layup. Does not fall. Fuller with a rebound. Here comes DCG. Quickly up the floor. Green layup up and in. And Jackson Green is eating up Indianola right now after a missed shot.
Yeah, he's just coming right out after it. And he's getting down the floor quicker than we are, and they're finding him, and he's getting some easy buckets.
Blake drive inside, misses, or kicks it out to McGraw. His three-pointer's up no good. Cahill with a rebound. Gets it over to Jackson Green, who has 9 in this second quarter alone. Now Cahill, down low, Fuller. 2:50 to go before halftime. On the cut, Jones, layup up and in. Too easy from the Indianola defensive side, and that leads to a McCoy True Value timeout from head coach Jeff Ebling with 2:48 to go before halftime.
Yeah, the DCG is doing a great job of not only setting those good screens, but they're cutting down the middle right there. And the last couple times down, they've got some easy buckets. They got another one there. They've extended that lead now 25-20. You know, Indianola was coming back. They got within 1, and then a couple of buckets here. They need to figure that out here in the last few minutes of this first half.
Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 2:38 to go before halftime here. Game 2 of our girls-boys doubleheader. Indianola hosting Dallas Center Grimes. DCG leading 25-20. Mustangs with no team fouls in the second quarter. Indianola with 2. Indianola with 3 McCoy True Value timeouts. DCG with their full complement of 5. That's a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. So whether it's a sudden injury, a chronic issue, or a nagging pain you want to walk in and be seen for, the choice is Capital. For more information and a list of services, go to tsmcapitalortho.com.
And here's the other thing, Andrew, I want to talk about. Defensive rebounds, it's 10-6 in favor of DCG right now, and they are just limiting the Indians to just that one shot. And
transition points after an Indianola miss.
They're getting them down there.
Indianola really has to try and hustle back down the floor.
Under 3 minutes, 2:45 and counting.
Brick splits the defense, gets it over to Schulte. His shot is blocked. It's going to be picked up by Cahill, and Indianola turns the ball over to start off coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Cahill has it, gets it over into the hands of Heigerkin. And a
timeout, I believe.
I think, I'm not
Mustangs.
Was it for an injury maybe, or just a regular McCoy True Value timeout? I don't know, but either way, 2:29 to go before halftime.
Just a 30-second timeout is what it is, so it's going to be a quick one. I think Coach saw something that he wanted his team to do, and now Coach Ebling's going to have a chance to see if he can see what he can do with that. They don't want them to score again. They're going to have the basketball, and DCG will, and they're trying to increase that lead. So let's see what happens here when we come out of the timeout with Indianola trailing Dallas Center Grimes 25-20 here. We're in the second quarter, I believe, just about 2:29. Yeah, 2:29 left to go here in the first half.
Indianola right now, I think, getting outplayed defense, but some possessions are really good and others just not quite good enough. So Cahill gets it back out into the hands of Perrin. Shot clock at 15 coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Perrin has it, gets it into the corner for Green. Cross-court pass. Down low, Howard. Back over Perrin, into the corner. Green, three-pointer. No good, and out of bounds. Off the rebound, Brogan Fuller couldn't quite handle it. And with 2:06 to go, quarter number 2, Indianola trails 25-20.
Good defense that time by Indianola. We're trying to get that second shot, that second rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be with Indianola. They got a chance to cut into that 5-point lead right now.
Blake gets it into the corner. Over the top pass finds Schulte. Schulte double teamed. Gets it over. No, deflected. Stolen away by Green. Green down the floor. Layup is up no good. Takes a big knock. But Indianola, too many turnovers, and Jackson Green continues to dominate this contest right now, Rick. He just seems to be everywhere.
Yeah, and if that foul is going to be on the freshman Schulte, he's playing. It just got to, he's got to be able to take that ball and dribble out of that. He's looking to pass out of that.
Well,
if he can dribble out of that situation.
If Coach Ebling might have to risk it here, and I think DCG can be a little bit more aggressive, Rick, because of the 2 fouls as the free throw is missed by Green. But if you're getting doubled up top, that means there's someone open somewhere. But without a big man out there, DCG can just kind of pack the lane. So
yeah, you're right. That's what they're doing. So right now, what they're doing is paying off, and a second free throw by Green is good.
26-20, Dallas Center Grimes leads Indianola, a minute 48 before halftime. Indianola has the ball, looks inside for DeWall. That one's tipped away by Mock, stolen away. Perrin gets it over. Green again, layup is up and in. And Green continues to have a thriller of a second quarter. He's up to 12 in the quarter. Another pass, this time stolen away, but a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs with 1:31 to go before halftime. And Rick, Indianola can't even get the ball across half court against this defense right now. They need to make some adjustments.
Foul was on.
DCG is just sitting back and waiting for these kind of telegraphed passes from Indianola.
And that's just the right word to put it, because they're telling you where it's going. So they can't do that. And I think they got to move a little bit more, set some better screens.
There's nobody near the hoop right now. And again, I'm not trying to be too critical, but Indianola's getting double teamed and they can't find an open guy. Schulte drives inside, kicks it into the corner, but a foul's going to be called on the Mustangs with 1:19 to go before halftime. That's on Perrin, his first, team second with 1:19 to go before half. And it's Indianola ball with Schulte at the top of the key. Gets it over to DeWalt. Schulte fakes left, goes right, puts up a floater. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, however, in the trees. Nice job, Hayden Schulte. Double teamed into the corner. Gets it up to Wall. Back, open, Schulte for 3. Off the mark, no good. And Indianola with a lid on the bucket under a minute to go before halftime. DCG leading 28-20. Perrin looks to go down low. Cahill defended by McGraw. Cross-court pass. Fuller, three-pointer. Hits. Brogan Fuller, the 6'4 senior, puts DCG up 11, 31-20 in this second quarter. Blake, top of the key, goes into the lane. Picks up his dribble, back out to DeWall. Hands it off to Brick. Back over Schulte. Schulte drives inside. Back out to Wall. He'll catch and shoot 3. Off the back of the rim, no. Long rebound picked up by Schulte. Into the corner, Blake. His three-pointer's up. Knocks it down. George Blake, 8 off the bench. Gets Indianola back within 8. 15 seconds to go before halftime. DCG leading 31-23. 10 seconds. They're going to hold for the final shot. Jones gets a screen from Cahill. 3 seconds. Goes around a couple defenders. Back out. Howard has to try and put it up. Shot at the buzzer, no good, and that'll do it for half number 1. And Indianola trailing 31-23. They're outscored 20-10 in the second quarter. Halftime coverage coming up after this on KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
Check out the awesomely hot deals at your Indianola Hy-Vee this week. Lean Cuisine or Stouffer's entrees just $1.99. Basket and bushel strawberries just $2.99 a pound. Frito-Lay's Ruffles or Doritos are just $2.88 each with a purchase of 2. Hy-Vee ketchup for just $2.98 and Hy-Vee chicken noodle or tomato soup just 89 cents. These deals and more this week at your Indianola Hy-Vee.
Believe it or not, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. If you need some help deciding what to give that special someone this year, Bellflower Florist and Gifts in Norwalk has you covered. Now through January 31st, make your order at Bellflower Florist and Gifts and receive 10% off. And don't forget, they also deliver. Visit bellflowerfloristandgifts.com or stop into their location at 2251 Sunset Drive, Suite C in Norwalk, and let the experts at Bellflower Florist and Gifts make that special day a little extra special by ordering your gift or floral arrangement today.
Welcome to the KNIA Radio Halftime Show on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola boys basketball trailing Dallas Center Grimes 31-23. Going back to girls coverage on KNIA, joined by Indianola head girls basketball coach Jeff Jansen. Coach, number 1 in Class 4A, Dallas Center Grimes. The defense is really what makes them stand out this year. In the past, it was kind of a mix, fast break, inside, but it just feels like this year's team for the Mustangs is causing everybody problems and too many turnovers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Jones has his team rolling on the defensive end especially. They're playing some outstanding defense, and that's been a point of emphasis. They're not shying away from the contact. That was a big focus of ours after the game. When we reflect on this, DCG absorbs the contact on offense, initiates the contact on the defensive end, and we shied away from that a little bit too much tonight. Some growing pains for sure, but our girls fought, and our girls showed heart, and that wasn't maybe necessarily the case a couple weeks ago, and again, not happy with the outcome, but proud of our girls not backing down.
Talk about the start for Indianola. It just felt like they came out fired, and they did exactly what they needed to do. It was a 6-0 start. And it just felt like that's what you want to see from this team.
Yeah, they hadn't seen us run a zone all 2023, so they got to see that they were maybe a little surprised by it, possibly, but some great execution, some great energy. We started the game with outstanding energy, and that is going to be key for us to maintain that energy. We had a solid first quarter, quite honestly. Obviously, got some girls that we wanted for them to shoot the ball, and we got some rebounds. And unfortunately, again, we can't dictate our energy. Can't be from made shots, and unfortunately, at times it was, especially there in the second quarter and into the third.
And sometimes it's not easy to see exactly, how one quarter is more successful than another. But I think the first quarter, 4 turnovers, and that was as close as the game was. Mm-hmm. And I think it just kind of came down to points off of turnovers. It was 63-30, but in the half court, it felt like it was pretty even.
Yeah, that's been a huge point of emphasis for us. Is if we can not give up so many runouts and layups and points in transition, if we can keep them out of the lane, we're going to be happy with that. And I think for the most part in the half court, like you said, Andrew, we kept them out of the lane. Maybe gave up a few too many second chance points and O boards, but. Again, it's a process, and we can work with this. DCG's number 1 in 4A for a reason, and this is a good litmus test for where we can hopefully be throughout the rest of our 2024 portion of the season.
I thought the rebounding from Zoe Belt tonight was outstanding. We didn't keep a tally of her individual, but I wouldn't imagine it was close to double figures for her, and they were really paying attention to her offensively, but she still found a way to contribute.
Yeah, definitely. I think Coach Naylor or Coach Hine joked it felt like 1,000,000 or 1,000 or something like that there towards the end of the game, and Zoe's such a great vocal leader on both sides of the court, and she does so much for us. I know probably no one is more unhappy with how our record sits right now than Zoe Belt, but it matters to her. Every possession, she's giving it her all on the defensive end and the offensive end, and she's being rewarded with that with some great individual performances.
Well, Brooke White was our player of the game. 3 3-pointers, kind of felt like she couldn't miss tonight. But as always, it feels like freshman Maddie Grover and freshman Alexa Geyer always seem to be as part of that conversation. They were honorable mentions tonight. Talk about those three players and what they bring to the team.
Huge for Brooke to hit those threes, especially that one going in halftime to cut it to 12, I believe. Brooke's a shooter. And as somebody like myself who has never seen a shot that I don't like, Brooke is in that category as well. And when she gets her feet set, when she gets a great inside-out pass, we feel so confident in her. And to lead us in scoring tonight is huge off the bench. And then those two freshmen are growing before our eyes. Again, we can't expect them to be perfect. We need to keep putting them in situations where they can be successful. And the things that those girls are doing in practice and the things that those girls continue to do on the court in front of the crowd is truly outstanding. And we're really pleased with where they're at and excited that we have them for another 3.5 years, but really excited to see what they can continue to give us here this season.
Well, the gauntlet never quite ends this entire season, but at least an incredibly difficult portion comes to a close when this airs on Coach's Corner for those listening on Saturday or those tonight. Number 1 Johnston on the road, a team that I think is winning, I'll say by like an average of about 100 points. It just feels like this season. What do you want to see against the Dragons?
They're down one of their Division I girls tomorrow.
They only have about 12 left.
Right, and of course we want Jenica Lewis to come back healthy in no time. But in all seriousness, again, we need to control the ball. And if we can limit our turnovers, if we can have girls get back in transition, no one in the state is transitioning on offense and being so electric like Johnson is. And if we can put the ball in the hole, and we had so many opportunities tonight where we got great looks inside the lane, maybe we got some inside out threes a couple of times where we just couldn't finish. And so it's a huge test. The game starts in 15.5 hours. And so we need to rest up. We're going to get a good stretch tomorrow with our awesome athletic trainer, Josh Lawrence. And we're going to give it all we got, knowing that we have some games in our conference coming up that are big ones and ones that we need to be just as hungry for.
Well, any final thoughts on the 63-30 loss to number 1 DCG tonight?
I told the girls this, that we learned a lot. I learned a lot as a coach going against North Polk and going against Ankeny, and the fight wasn't there, the heart wasn't there, and we challenged the girls that. We've had heart, and I know no one's happy with whatever it is, 5 straight losses, 6 straight losses, but our girls are fighters now. We're developing a new defensive identity. We're figuring some things out on the offensive end, and I'm truly thankful for this group and this great coaching staff, and I'm eager to see what we can do tomorrow and heading into Pella and Pella Christian next week.
Thank you very much again, Indianola head girls basketball coach Jeff Jansen. We'll have more after this on KNIA. And halftime coverage, Indianola boys trailing DCG 31-23.
There are certain relationships in life that trust is necessary. It's often the foundation of a relationship. At Cron Russell CPA, we believe in the value of trust and relationships, treating every client like a partner. Whether it's taxes or business planning, at Cron Russell CPA, your situation is as unique and as important as you are. Trust Matt, Don, and Angela to work with you through all of your tax and accounting needs. Schedule an appointment today to see what we can do for you. 641-842-5821. At Cron Russell CPA, you see numbers, we see opportunities.
Let's face it, accidents happen, especially during winter in Iowa. Don't let it get you down. Liners, mats, seat protectors, storage systems, and much more. Details Plus Collision Center in Indianola.
Welcome back to halftime coverage on 94.3 KNIA. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swanner. Indianola boys basketball trailing Dallas Center Grimes 31-23. Second half adjustments presented by Details Plus Collision Center. And Rick, number 1 for me has to be fouls. And Indianola only with 6 fouls that entire first quarter, or that first half, excuse me. But 4 of them, 2 each on Derek Wilmot and Adler Dykey. And you saw the difference. For the first quarter, Indianola led 13-11. When those two had to sit because of fouls, DCG outscores Indianola 20-10.
Yeah, it's a big difference there. And for me, too, another thing that's we've got to be able to do defensive rebounds. We've got to be able to get those rebounds and do that. They out-rebounded us 11-6 in that first half. They've got to be able to hit those boards a little bit more and do it. And then,
get back on defense. Has to be my last key.
Get back on defense. Cahill, we've held him to 6 points, but Jackson Green, we forgot that he was on the floor, or he outran us down the floor. He got a lot of crippled shots, I think he had, 12 in the second
12
quarter,
in the
something
second
like
quarter,
that.
14 overall.
Yeah, we got to be able to watch that and take care of that, Andrew.
All right, that's second half adjustments presented by Details Plus Collision Center. Remember, when you need auto body repair, the difference between one shop and the next are the little details. Details Plus Collision Center in Indianola. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates coming in. Pella Christian tied at 15 at the end of the first. Knoxville leading Albia 46-36 at the end of the third. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Mustangs ball to start off quarter number 3.
And in a foul situation with Wilmot and we've got Dykey, what you've got to do is just to make sure that they're not both in that lineup. And Dykey's got to watch what he does now. Wilmot is out on the floor, so yeah.
Well, they get it to Cahill, who goes right at Hayden Schulte, and Cahill gets an easy 2 to start off quarter number 3, and the Mustangs lead at 33-23. Again, Wilmot has to play safer because of the 2 fouls.
Yeah, he does, and I think that's not a bad deal, putting somebody else on him. They can handle him. I mean, now,
Asher Brick, step back 3, knocks it down. Brick, his first points of the night. And Indianola's back within 7, 33-26.
Asher's got that capability. I've seen him play all these years, and he's got that nice 3-point shot out there. He just needs to be able to get open and take that a little bit more.
Howard misses the 3 on the other end for DCG. However, the rebound was tapped out of bounds by Indianola. Will remain with the Mustangs underneath their own bucket. So it will go into the hands of Perrin. Perrin drives inside, gets outside. Howard back out. Cahill. Gets it over towards Jones. Jones looking for cutters, finds Howard in the lane, but he traveled. Yep. And a nice spot by the ref to call the travel on Jonathan Howard. And it will be Indianola ball trying to get it back to a 2-possession game with a bucket.
And both teams, we're talking about turnovers. That can be a thing for both teams, but both teams now with 10 turnovers in the ball game. And we're here in the third quarter, but Indianola does trail 33-26.
DCG double teaming again. Brick splits the defense, finds a cutter backdoor Schulte, but no, his pass towards the corner is tipped out of bounds by Green. It will be Indianola ball on the baseline.
And you know what I've noticed too, and a thing, they double team very effectively, does DCG. They get out of that, and when they're doing that, there should be somebody open, but we can't seem to find that open person, and we've got to be able to find that.
Pass gets over to Schulte. Schulte in the lane. Floater up and in. Hayden Schulte's first point since the first quarter. And Indianola's back within 5. Pass down the floor to Green. It's going to be intercepted by Indianola, and they quickly get the ball back, trying to get it back to a 1-possession game. Wilmot has it, top of the key. Gets it to DeWall. Gets the screen. DeWall into the lane. Back out. Brick thought about it. Now dribbles left. Goes into the lane. Kicks it back out to McGraw. He dribbles right. Back up to DeWall. Shot clock down to 17. Indianola trailing 33-26 to Dallas Center Grimes. DeWall has it out at the volleyball line. Gets a screen for Wilmot. Nice crossover. Splits the defense straight at Cahill. Layup is up no good. Rebound to DCG. Quickly up the floor is Howard. McGraw gets back. Howard straight to the hoop. Layup up no good. McGraw with the rebound, and now Indianola with numbers if they can push it. Brick has it, goes into the lane, nice crossover, splits the defense, layup is up no good, but a foul is called, and Indianola will head to the free throw line for 2 shots with 5:58 left to go in the third.
And I believe that one's on Green, and that's his first foul of the ball game. I think it was on
Green. It's on Jones.
Yeah, check the call, it was Jones.
So Asher Brick, scoreless in the first half, tries to get Indianola back within 3, and he misses the first. Indianola now 3 of 5 at the line. They were 3 of 4 all in the first quarter.
Yeah. And DCG 3 of 8. So now Asher Brick with a second attempt here at the charity stripe.
That one off the front of the rim. So 1 long, 1 short for Brick. And Indianola comes up empty. They trail 33-28, 5:52 and counting. Quarter number 3. Dallas Center Grimes with a 5-point lead. Top of the key, Cahill going right at Wilmot again. Wilmot can't get the third. He does get whistled for this third foul. And that will send Calix Cahill to the free throw line for 2 shots. Wilmot bit on the shot fake there, Rick.
And I thought he went up, but what he did is he extended that lower hand out, and that's where he drew the foul, and that's going to be number 3 for Derek.
Cahill misses the free throw. And Dykey will come on for Wilmot. And Bingaman comes on for Asher Brick.
Well, Cahill 0 for 3. And 1 more attempt here. See if he can increase the lead for the Mustangs.
And he hits He's now 1 of 4 at the line. As DeWalt gets it, Indianola trailing Dallas Center Grimes 34-28. 5:40 to go, quarter number 3. DeWalt hands it off to Schulte, to McGraw. McGraw goes into the lane, kicks it off left side for DeWalt. DeWalt into the corner. Schulte dribbles baseline, kicks it into the corner, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Tate Perrin, I think.
Yeah, Perrin knocked it out. It's going to be Indianola basketball underneath their basket.
I think Perrin arguing that Schulte touched out of bounds himself. Pass gets into McGraw. McGraw, cross-court pass over to DeWall, right wing, and Indianola resets with 10 on the shot clock. Dykey has it, top of the key, slipped nearly, but hands it off to DeWall. DeWall dribbles right, 5 on the shot clock, pull up 2. DeWall doesn't hit anything, and Perrin with the rebound. Gets it over to Green. Green is going to be fouled by Jack Bingaman, quickly out, and it will be a foul on the floor. Indianola's second team foul. Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 5:09 to go, quarter number 3. DCG 34, Indianola 28. 2 team fouls for Indianola, 1 for the Mustangs. 4 timeouts for DCG, 3 for Indianola. Over the top pass, nearly stolen away by DeWall. Layup is up and in. Count the bucket and a foul. And Cahill goes down.
Yeah,
maybe he landed on Indianola there.
Hey, getting up limping a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. This kid's a strong player for DCG.
Fouls on Dykey, his third now, Rick. So 5:06 to go, quarter number 3, and not even 3 minutes into the third. And one of our keys in this second half, Rick, was the big men not getting into foul trouble, and both of them have picked up a foul, not 3 minutes into the third.
Yeah, and Cahill did that ball go in?
It did, and one.
Okay, yeah, 36-28,
so he's got the and one. DCG leads by 8.
Yeah, I was watching Cahill as he hit the floor, and I never did bother to pay attention where that went in. Now he's back for the and one.
Free throw is no good, and Mock fights for the rebound and gets it. Can the Mustangs take advantage of the extra possession? Jones has it. Top of the key. Indianola undersized here. They get it into Cahill underneath, and Dykey picks up his 4th foul from behind. And foul trouble really starting to hurt the Indianola forwards. Vinny Anderson's going to have to come on in and play much bigger than he's used to, and DeWall's going to have to guard Calix Cahill, giving up a couple inches.
Well, I'd like to see Vinny Anderson get a hold of that basketball, especially on the offensive side. I think he's a decent shooter, and if he just could, we got a lot of good shooters. We just need to get him open. And here's the thing about this. We've got a timeout called. I'll let you take it. But my point was, they're doing a good job defensively. They're like double teaming, and they fall off of that double team. We're just not finding that open shot. We did find it with Asher Brick got open. He made that. We've got Brick can shoot outside. Vinny Anderson can shoot outside, and so can George. Blake, we got, and Hayden Schulte. But right now, we're not given the opportunity to do that. So, and it's a 36-28 lead here in the third quarter by Dallas Center Grimes.
Yeah, coming out of the McCoy True Value timeouts, Indianola, I think Coach Jeff Ebling just doesn't have a lot of options right now. DCG is so big when they play Cahill and Dane Mock, 6'5" and 6'4", and Indianola's 2 biggest guys, and Adler Dykey and Derek Wilmot, both out with 3 fouls right now. They still have some size. Andrew DeWall is 6'3", but he is at best a small forward, now trying to have to play center. And Indianola's going to have to try and switch. Now they go over the top. DeWall gets the swat away, but it gets over Jones. He's open for 3, and rebound into the hands of Mock. Mock double-teamed himself, layup up and in. And the rebounding is going to be just real hard for Indianola right now with not as many big bodies out there, and DCG leads 38-28. 4:20 to go in the third. DeWall drives inside, and
got a whistle.
Whistle on the Mustangs, it looks like. Foul, I think, on Jackson Green, his first team second with 4:19 to go, quarter number 3, and the Mustangs taking full control.
Boy, as hard and as strong as Green has played, that's his first foul. He's a smart player out there. He just knows where everything is out there. Good job by him.
DeWall straight to the hoop, layup up and in, and a foul called on Cahill, and one. Andrew DeWall, his first points,
First points of the night, first basket for him. He's had a couple of shots at it, but now he's going to go to the free throw line. Andrew DeWall, 65% free throw shooter. Opportunity here to do the and one.
Try and keep Indianola in it, and gets it to rattle home. Indianola now 4 of 7 at the free throw line. Howard comes back onto the floor for Jackson Green for DCG. 38-31, Mustangs lead Indianola.
Here's the thing about the Mustangs. They've got depth with the seniors that they've got. They got Fuller, they got Mock. Those kids can come in and play some decent ball. They've got some depth out there.
Jones into the corner. Howard for three, and he hits. He's had a quiet night, Jonathan Howard, but he hits a big three, and that one hurts. It's 41-31. Dallas Center Grimes over Indianola with 3:52 left to go in the third quarter. McGraw drives inside, finds a cutting Vinny Anderson. Back out. Bingaman, spin move into the lane. Gets a jump stop. Nice finish at the rim. Jack Bingaman. That is tonight's drive to the basket. Presented by Keller's Garage. Make sure your vehicle is ready for those long drives ahead, and remember to simply take it to Keller's. Cahill drives in, gets it to Mock, who travels on his way to the hoop. 3:31 remaining in the third. Indianola trails 41-33 as Blake comes on, as Vinny Anderson comes off. So George Blake, 8 points off the bench. Trying to keep Indianola in it here, Rick. And Indianola not going away, but they can't quite seem to get closer than about 5 or so.
Yeah, they get about 5, and that's where the number ends. And then there. Oh wow.
Was that tipped? I'm not sure if it was.
I think it might have been.
DCG says it wasn't. Obviously,
I thought it was, but we're looking from
Indianola
behind.
throws it away on the half-court pressure.
There was an official here, and they're
and they say Indianola was not tipped, and Indianola turns the ball over.
It didn't quite take off like it was tipped, that type of thing. But
it didn't seem like it was, but 3:17 to go, quarter number 3. Indianola trails 41-33. Mock has it. Back out. Jones drives inside, kicks it over. Howard down low. Mock finds a cutting Cahill. Too easy layup up and in. Count the bucket and a foul.
Yep.
And that is just clinical from DCG. Get the ball on the baseline, find the cutting big man towards the hoop, and an and one opportunity puts the Mustangs back up 10, 43-33.
And they've done that a couple times where Cahill's been the guy on the out with the Mock breaking down the center. Now he's got and the foul was made that
foul
one.
was on McGraw, his first, but an and one completed by Calix Cahill. He's up to 14, and Indianola has their biggest deficit of the night at 11, 44-33. Schulte up top to Blake. Gets it over. Bingaman thought about it. Now goes back out. Blake, catch and shoot 3. Knocks it down. George Blake finding the...
He's got 3 threes tonight.
Well, DCG quickly gets it down the floor. Howard gets the layup up and in, and an immediate and one to answer from DCG. So that sucked the momentum right out of the gym now. And that's on Schulte, his second, team 5th. Indianola already with more fouls. And that's going to be a McCoy True Value timeout called by head coach Jeff Ebling. Rick, Indianola is just not getting back. And I mean, that is something that Coach Ebling probably is incredibly frustrated with right now. You hit a massive 3 to get back within 8. You've been battling, and the Mustangs are just getting easy ones down the floor. And that is just, and it's not, they're not making crazy shots. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. Indianola's just not contesting a lot of these. And when they are, they're fouling.
Yeah, and that's just the way it is. They're quicker down the floor. That's you pointed that out. They're just getting back quicker. We're reacting instead of acting, and we should get back quicker and that type of thing when they're just already down there trying to figure out what to do. They're just that much quicker down the floor right now, and Indianola needs to take care of that. And the momentum will shift. It always does in basketball. You get that shift, but right now, Dallas Center Grimes isn't letting that shift go to the Indians, and the free throw is up, and it's good by Howard.
Howard with another and one here. And Indianola trailing 47-36. Blake, top of the key, McGraw thought about it, double team, gets it over to Blake. Tries to get it up to McGraw. DCG is just double teaming it. He's going to fight Cahill down the floor. Cahill comes up with it, gets it over. Quickly into the lane. Perrin up and under, layup up and in.
Wow, what a move.
2:10 to go, quarter number 3. Indianola getting double teamed into the corner again, and they turn the ball over again. Here comes Fuller. Fuller leading a 4-on-2. Goes straight to the hoop, layup up and in.
Turnovers and they score. That's just something that we talked about. And he's got
and a McCoy True Value timeout. Coach Jeff Ebling, I believe, down to just 1 now with the score 51-36. And Rick, I rarely try to be negative. This is about high school athletes, there was nobody back for Indianola. They turned the ball over, and it felt like there was just kind of jogging back a little bit there, and I just feel like Coach Ebling just called a timeout, and he saw what I saw, and he's forced to call another one, and I think the message is we got to out-hustle teams right now. We're not out-hustling DCG. We are getting out-hustled. We are getting outworked, and I think that's the message from Coach Ebling right now.
Yeah, it's got to be, and he's got to be able to talk to those guys like that. And we talk about the two big men, Dykey and Wilmot. They're not in there. That's a big factor for this club right now. And but compliment on DCG. We've talked about it, how they're double teaming. They're just not there. You saw it back there with that little turnover here. It came up. They got it, scored off of that. We're just not able to find that. That started out, Andrew, with looking down towards the inside, down towards the bucket. It ended up out here, three-quarter court, and with a turnover. We've got to be able to penetrate. Yep, bring it in.
DeWall out, double team, triple teamed. Green just takes it away, goes down the floor, gets blocked by DeWall, but a foul is called at the rim with 1:46 left to go in the third. And Rick, they are 5 wide right now, and DCG is just swarming the ball. There's no threat at the bucket.
Well, I like the hustle by DeWall, getting back on that one. Got back after he had it swiped away, and it'll be Green at the free throw line. He's 1 out of 2.
And he makes it. His first points in the third quarter after scoring again 12 in that second quarter. And the Mustangs have blown this game wide open. Second one good for Green. And a substitute coming on is Dane Mock, and the Mustangs have their biggest lead of the night, 53-36 with 1:46 to go in the third.
Yeah, Indianola's got to mount a charge here. Get this closer. You've still got a minute 40 plus and counting. And
now another pass stolen away, and Perrin gets it, layup up and in. They are just waiting on these Indianola passes right now.
We're playing it this way. We should be playing it towards the bucket.
Everyone's open underneath the bucket. DeWall gets it, just throws it in, and it's going to be out of bounds. Another Indianola turnover. And it's 55-36, DCG ahead by 19.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of frustration right now on the floor. But they've got to be able to turn that and take it towards the hoop. But give credit to DCG. They're forcing Indianola to play it the other way.
Defense right now. I'm certainly not taking anything away from that, but it seems like Indianola is just not even looking at the hoop on offense. Green has it, gets it out to Mock, looking inside. Nice job on the double team, and knocked away by Bingaman. DeWall gets it over to McGraw, into the corner. Bingaman thought about it, gets it back to McGraw on the left wing. Drives inside, tries to go baseline, kicks it out to Bingaman, but he traveled. And he slipped, and another Indianola turnover. I'm not sure when's the last time they got even a shot off here, Rick.
It's been a while, Andrew, and the thing about it is we're looking to try to penetrate. You're not going to penetrate.
The Blake 3 maybe?
This. Yeah, the Blake 3 was probably it when
55-36, Dallas Center Grimes with a big lead. They have the ball. Green up top. Mock looking inside. Back out to Green left wing. Back up top into the hands of Parent. Parent, good on-ball defense from Bingaman, and he drives inside, misses the layup. Nice job as Blake tips it right back to Bingaman. Here comes Indianola with numbers. Bingaman straight to the hoop, and a charge is going to be called on Jack Bingaman.
That'll be his second, I believe. That's what I have in
26 seconds to go in the quarter.
Well, we got Perrin checking out. I think he's got a bloody nose down there.
Yeah, it looked like someone got hit a little bit there, so hopefully everyone's okay.
Definitely a physical ball game down underneath here, but 26 seconds to go, and the Mustangs have the basketball. We'll take that last shot.
Shot clock off. Blake playing on-ball defense against Jaden Jones. Jones out near half court. 13 seconds to go. In the third, 10 seconds. Jones gets the switch up top. Howard thought about it. Tries a step back, up and under. Deep 2 off the back of the rim. No. Cahill gets it, throws it up, and it's off the backboard. No good. Bingaman at the buzzer. Off the backboard, no. And Indianola with some work to do as they head into quarter number 4, trailing Dallas Center Grimes 55-36. And we are back after this on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
When it comes to insurance, it seems like the options are never-ending and sometimes confusing. That's why I rely on the experts that have been doing this way before my time. Weinman Insurance in Indianola.
Hi, this is Denise with the Wyman Insurance team in Indianola. Wyman Insurance has been providing protection to customers for over 125 years. We work with companies such as Nationwide. Whether it be personal or business, contact us today for an insurance comparison or visit us at wymaninsurance.com. That's WEINMAN insurance.com.
At Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk, your satisfaction is their top priority. Their friendly professional team is committed to helping you find the information and assistance you need at every step of the car buying and ownership journey. Combine that with their award-winning customer service, thousands of vehicles to choose from, and always here community care, you can trust the team at Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk will go the extra mile to ensure you drive away in the new or used vehicle that fits you. Check them out at gychevynorwalk.com or stop by the dealership at 2501 Sunset Drive in Norwalk today.
Welcome back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola with work to do against Dallas Center Grimes, starting the 4th, trailing 55-36. Rick, what do you want to see from Indianola here in the 4th?
Here's what I want to see. Run a little offense, run those plays, do what they can do. We got Wilmot in there. I'd leave him in there till he knows, and then find that open spot. Great job that time.
Schulte drives inside, puts up a floater, and a charge is going to be called on Hayden Schulte. Rick.
I thought it was a good move by Schulte to the bucket.
So, here's the defense for those listening on the radio. Indianola is getting screens on the outside, and DCG is just chasing them around with 2 or 3 defenders. Indianola is cutting to the basket, but no one is looking for the passes inside. Yeah. And then DCG eventually just overloads and gets 4 guys on 2 and gets a steal. And Indianola needs to make them pay for those aggressive defensive plays, but they're just not able to do that right now. And credit to DCG as Green, hand in his face, 3-pointers up, no good. Schulte fights for the rebound, and it will be off of DCG. Good defense, good defensive stop with 7:18 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, good positioning there. We're going to take out McGraw, put George Blake in. And if I'm Coach Ebeling, I know Wilmot right now is in the ball game. He's got 3 fouls. I'd leave him in there until he gets the.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not have him learn to play with some fouls. That's what you need to do.
Brick double teamed, no one coming to the ball. DCG is just going to swarm it. They're going to get the steal, and a foul is going to be called on Indianola with 7:03 to go in the ball game.
That's 7 turnovers here in the second half, and I think I might have missed a couple of them. But let's see. The
foul's
foul
on Brick, his second. That probably saved Indianola some points. Pass gets into the corner, Green. Cahill down low against Wilmot, one-on-one into the corner. 3-pointer is open off the side of the rim, no good. Here comes DeWalt. Indianola with numbers, no, they throw it away, and it gets into the hands of Heigerkent. He goes over into the hands of Jones. Back into the corner, Green. Deep 2 is up, no good, but a foul is going to be called on the rebound on the Mustangs with 6:46 to go in the ball game, and the team's just kind of tossing up some not clean play to start off the 4th.
Good job by Wilmot. That was going to be on Howard. It's going to be his second, Andrew. And Wilmot got up in the air on that. Kind of a little bit of came down underneath him there, so we'll see. And then coming in off the bench will be Fuller for
DCG with another steal. Quickly gets it down to Green. Layup up and in as Indianola got the ball across half court. And Brick has it, trailing 57-36. Into the corner, open, Blake for 3. Too strong, and a rebound coming into the hands of Jones. Jones quickly down the floor. Heigerkent goes right to the hoop. Layup is up and in. Dallas Center Grimes leading 59-36. I'd have to go back and check what the run is, but they fouled DeWall on the outside here on the 3-point line. Second team foul here in this 4th quarter, but I would imagine, Rick, the Indianola got it close. And then since then, the Mustangs, I would imagine it's at least a 20+5 run.
Got it within 6, I believe, and then they outscored, DCG outscored us 24-13 in that 3rd quarter.
DeWall drives inside, gets it down to Wilmot. His shot is altered by Cahill. Rebound into the hands of Fuller. Here come the Mustangs. Cross-court pass, Green. Right wing. Heigerkent, and he travels. And it will be Indianola ball, sideline inbound, trailing 59-36. Brick has it, back to DeWall at the volleyball line. Back to Brick, back to DeWall. Gets it to Blake, cross-court pass, Brick, nice job, nice pass, fine. Brick with the floaters up, no good. And DCG quickly down the floor, and a foul, no, is not going to be called, but it will be out of bounds off of Indianola. And it will be DCG ball quickly down the floor. Indianola doing a nice job these last couple possessions hustling back, Rick.
Yeah.
The Mustangs still finishing, but I think you're happy with that if you're coaching.
Yeah, if you've got, now they're getting back on that. Now it's going to be off, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be, see what do we got? I think we need a towel.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a player hit the
players, hit the deck
floor.
there. So let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 5:38 to go in the ball game. DCG 59, Indianola 36. Both teams with 2 team fouls. 3 timeouts for DCG, 1 for Indianola. $853 raised here tonight.
That's in 1 minute. I wish I could do that
for the Perry
minute.
community. So nice job, Indianola and DCG fans. And again, for those listening on the radio, it is a blue out tonight. People wearing blue in support of the tragedy at Perry yesterday. And basketball seems pretty insignificant sometimes as we resume play, as DCG gets the ball inside to Fuller. And a foul is going to be called.
I believe Schulte's going to pick that up. That'll be his 4th, I believe. Yes, it is. Hayden Schulte, the freshman, picking that up.
Indianola basketball on AM 1320, FM 94.3, KNIA, Knoxville, Indianola, as Fuller makes the first free throw. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update. Pella Christian 50, Pella 38 at the end of the third. Knoxville defeats Albia 56-44. Fuller makes them both, and it's 61-36 DCG, 5.5 to go in the ball game. Wilmot has it top of the key. Gets it to DeWall. They get the switch. They get it down low to Wilmot, double teamed, but DCG does a nice job. They quickly get it up to Green, layup up and in, but he traveled before. That is a rough call. It didn't look like he had full command of it before he took his 2 steps. So,
well, the thing back, he's got back quick all night long. Jackson Green is just so quick. He averages almost 16 points a ball game.
And
right now,
it's not cherry picking.
No,
it's not Grinnell college style of just leaving 2 guys back. It is.
He's hustling down the floor.
He knows his team is going to get the rebound, and then he hustles back and gets some easy points. Blake has it, gets it over to DeWall right wing. DeWall drives inside, back to Blake, catch and shoot 3. Knocks it down, George Blake. A breakout game for the freshman. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's got 4 3-pointers, and what a great effort tonight by George Blake. He's finding a way to get open, and he's making the shot. I think he's only missed maybe 3 shots all night. So
61. 61-39. Dallas Center Grimes with the lead. Cahill turnaround shot well deflected by Wilmot, and a foul is going to be called on the rebound.
Might be on Howard, I believe.
It will be, on DCG.
I think Jonathan Howard, yes.
3rd team foul on the Mustangs. That is the 4th on Howard.
Yeah. I was missing a foul, and that was the one right there. I wasn't sure. Yeah, so he's got 4, but 61-39, 4:33 to go. Indianola will put the ball in play. Asher Brick will bring it up the floor for Indianola as he crosses the timeline into the forward court.
Pass gets over to Wall, gets a screen from Wilmot, goes straight to the hoop. Floater up and in, and Andrew DeWall finishes at the rim. Over the top pass, stolen away by Blake. Indianola with numbers. Blake at the top of the key, fakes the pass, Euro steps, and is fouled on his way to the hoop. And Blake will head to the free throw line for 2 more shots.
Good job. I like the hustle. I like the way things are going. We got George Blake now going to the free throw line. And Fuller, I believe, picked that up. Is that correct?
That is on, Brogan Fuller, his 2nd, team 4th. So Indianola shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way as Blake misses the first of 2. Indianola started 3 of 4.
1 of 4 right now from the Charity Stripe as a team. Blake misses that first one.
They're now 4 of 8 overall. 1 of 4 in the second half. And Blake makes the second. 15 points off the bench for George Blake tonight. Still looking for tonight's raise the roof moment of the game. Probably should have been that George Blake three-pointer.
Yeah.
As Jones quickly finds Heigerkin underneath, gets it down low. Fuller back out. Mock 20 on the shot clock, under 4 minutes to go. Dallas Center Grimes leading Indianola 61-42. Jones dribbles right side, goes into the lane, finds Mock underneath. Shot fake up and under, layup up and in. Dane Mock with another 2. He's got 4 off the bench. And Indianola trails by 21, 63-42. Wilmot has it at the top of the key. Gets it over to Wall. Dribbles right, goes in on Fuller. Kicks it back out. Wilmot finds a cutter. No, can't find it. Gets it back out to Blake. Blake gets the screen. Nice crossover. Goes into the lane. Kicks it back out. Schulte. Schulte into the corner for DeWalt. DeWalt drives inside. Finds Wilmot underneath. And a kicked ball is going to be called. It will be Indianola ball underneath.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, so it'll be Indianola taking the ball out. Substitution will be Varsity coming in for the Dallas Center Grimes. And going out will be Perrin. 3:26 to go here. 63-42, Indianola. Asher Brick putting the ball in play.
Brick gets it all the way out to Wilmot at the three-point line. He's going to find George Blake. Blake looking for DeWall, gets it to him on the baseline, now drives up into the lane, kicks it to Brick. Brick drives baseline towards the hoop. Layup is up no good, but a foul is going to be called.
Block.
And that will mean free throws even if it was on the floor, as DCG now in the bonus.
Yeah.
That's on Jones, his second,
Yeah,
and Brick will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Rick to shoot 2.
Asher Brick. 0 for 2 tonight from the charity stripe. Asher with 3 points on the evening.
And the free throw woes continue for Indianola. 5 of 10 at the line. And he makes the second. So Brick up to 4 points. And it's 63-43. Dallas Center Grimes leading by 20 with 3:10 to go in the ball game. Heigerkin has it, right wing. Back up top into the hands of Varsity. Varsity to Mock, now to Fuller. Fuller finds a cutter inside Jones. Jones turnaround shot is off the mark, no good. Nice job there by Vinny Anderson to tip the rebound out to Brick. And Brick grabs it and Indianola gets a stop. Anderson to Brick, back up top. Blake nearly loses it but retains possession, now dribbles right. Spin move into the lane. Kicks it back out into the hands of Anderson. Finds Brick. Brick to Blake. Shot fake, back to Brick into the corner. Brick drives inside. Cross-court pass, Vinny Anderson. Back up top, Brick swings it around McGraw. Catch and shoot 3. Knocks it down.
Right.
Easton McGraw's first points of the second half. He's up to 10, and Indianola's back within 17. 63-46 to DCG. 2:20 to go in the ball game.
Good job by Indianola. Patience there. They moved the ball around, got that open shot, got the 3 to fall.
Pass gets down low to Fuller. Backing down Indianola, and a nice just post move. Bullies his way to the hoop, and Brogan Fuller with a turnaround shot. He's up to 9 points. McGraw has it. Dribbles into the lane, kicks it back out. Anderson finds Schulte. Schulte drives inside. DCG switches. Indianola can't take advantage as Schulte drives in, kicks it into the corner for Brick. Back up top, Blake, catch and shoot 3. Off the front of the rim, no. Nice rebound coming in for Mock, and the Mustangs have it, leading 65-46 with 1:40 to go in the ball game. Bench is set to empty for both teams, it looks like. Mustangs already have a couple of reserves out there as Jones gets it into the lane, kicks it back out. Fuller, three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. McGraw fights for the rebound. He's going to try and rip it away, and he does. Nice job by Easton McGraw. And with 1:20 to go in the ball game, Indianola tries to cut into this lead. McGraw drives up and loses the ball. Maybe knocked out of bounds. Will remain with Indianola off of DCG with 1:15 to go. And Indianola is going to have lots of substitutes come on. We'll try to make sure we get everybody here. Tyler Santee, along with number 10, Ben Hoffman. Number 14, Brody Page.
Yep.
I already have Tyler Santee.
Santee, yeah, got him.
Jack Bingaman also on there along with Kyson Storm. Bingaman, Hoffman, Page, Santee, and Storm on the floor for Indianola. Quickly gets in. Layup is up for Page. It's up no good. And it will be DCG ball. Nice job on the out-of-bounds play for Indianola, but they can't convert. And getting off to the left side is going to be Carter Schwantes. Now back out right into the hands of Noah Moberg. Moberg, deep three is up, no good. And Storm with the rebound. Gets it over for Page. Page across half court. Dribbles right. Goes into the lane, puts up a floater off the backboard and in.
All right.
And Brody Page gets 2. And Indianola trailing 65-48, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. And the floater up for DCG does not fall, and we're going to get substitution timeout from the referee.
Get some players in the ball game.
Trevor Knupp onto the floor for Indianola.
All right, Trevor. Here
Shot
we go.
clock is off. Page gets a screen from Storm. Gets it into the corner. Three-pointer from Sante's up, no good. And the Mustangs have the ball down the floor, 18 seconds to go. Hagerkin gets it up top into the hands of Allen. His three-pointer's no good. Long rebound into the hands of Page. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. 65-48. Mustangs going to come away with a victory. Can Indianola get points? Deep three is up. Off the backboard and in from Ben Hoffman. And the senior hits the triple. And Indianola bookmarks it despite the loss. They trail and lose 65-51 to Dallas Center Grimes. Post-game coverage coming up after this on 94.3 KMIA.
Thanks to everybody for coming out tonight and supporting our student athletes and coaches. Good luck to the Mustangs the rest of the season. Once again, thanks for coming out on the Hall of Fame tonight. Congratulations again to Grace Bird. Since 2018,
And plumbing needs. Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is a locally owned and family-run business, and they strive to provide the safest and most efficient equipment that you can find. If you call on Country Propane, you can be sure you're doing business with the best. For all your propane, HVAC, and plumbing installation, maintenance, and repair services, call Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 641-942-6320. Van Wall Power Sports in Indianola is your local Honda, Polaris, and Yamaha dealer. Excited to help you experience the fun and adventure that a quality ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side can bring to your life. Van Wall offers the best in new and pre-owned rides. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments are ready to offer outstanding service at every point, from assisting with your choice to ongoing maintenance and customization. Stop by Tuesday through Saturday at 301 South Jefferson Way or visit them online at vanwallpowersports.com.
When it's time to repair or replace your roof, Wolf Roofing is ready to help. Their highly trained and experienced team will walk you through each step of the roofing process. After a thorough inspection, they'll provide you with an honest, free assessment, help you choose the best product for your home and budget, then get your project done in one day. Wolf Roofing knows your home is one of your greatest investments. Let them take care of it for you. Call 515-225-8866 or go online at wolfroofing.net. Wolf Roofing, trusted by Central Iowa homeowners for 30 years.
Drain clog, water heater not heating, tired of that kitchen faucet and want it replaced? Maybe you have a major problem with your plumbing or pipes. Call Bergman Plumbing. Bergman Plumbing has been serving their customers since 1974 for both residential and commercial clients. Bergman Plumbing is now serving Knoxville, Pella, Indianola, and the surrounding areas with their quality and professional service.
How do I contact them?
Call 515-576-1149. New to the area, but not new to fixing your home problems.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. Now, through the end of the year, every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Get 3.9% for 66 months on new F-150s, plus $47.50 rebate. Flex buy, must trade 95 or newer XLT trim. New Bronco Sports and Escapes, both 1.9% for 66 months, plus up to $2,000 rebate. Must trade 95 or newer or have expiring lease. All electric Mach-E with 0.9% for 66 months, plus $3,000 rebate. Incredible year-end savings at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Welcome to the Kading Properties Radio post-game show. Kading Properties offers maintenance-free, pet-friendly townhome leasing that actually feels like home. See what's available in Indianola and Knoxville at kadingproperties.com. He's Rick Wilson. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola boys basketball falls to Dallas Center Grimes 65-51. And Rick, I think a frustrating game probably for head coach Jeff Ebling. It just felt like too many easy buckets for DCG down the floor after an Indianola miss on the offensive side.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know, I think there's just a lot. I mean, when that happens again and again and again, and it caught us standing and watching, and we can't do that. So, but yeah, they opened up. We got outscored in the third quarter, 24-13. Actually won the fourth quarter, 15-10. But they had that big lead at that time, and it just we fought back just to try to do whatever we could. Free throw line, 6 out of 11 from the free throw line for Indianola, 10 out of 17 though for Dallas Center Grimes. At that charity stripe, they were just awesome in the second half. They went 7 out of 9 in that second half from the free throw line. And I had their big-time scorer for them was Jackson Green. He averaging 16 points a ball game tonight. I had him with 18. He was just all over the place. That young man was just everywhere, and we could not contain him no matter what. But nice job out of George Blake coming off the bench with 15.
Well, he's my DeArmond Ford Radio Key player of the game. Is George Blake off the bench? 15 points was a big spark for the Indians
notice
tonight.
I segued into that.
Yeah, well done.
Thank
you. You can tell he's done this before.
We've been here before, right? But no, great job off the bench like this. He found a way to get open and take those shots, and Dallas Center Grimes coming off the bench. Sometimes you just can't pick that player up, and they were not able to pick up George Blake. He was able to score where they kind of had everybody else's number. I know Asher Brick had 4 points. He had a 3, got open. I don't think he got open again the rest of the night. He was just that's just how good this Dallas Center Grimes defense was. They go to 3-1 and 6-2 overall. Indianola 0-4 in the conference, 0-7, and it's just kind of a tough night for the Indians right now, and they came up against, as we thought, a very good Dallas Center Grimes Mustang team.
Well, I will say apologies to Wolf Roofing. There was no Wolf Roofing Raise the Roof moment of the game. Wolf Roofing online at wolfroofing.net. Wolf Roofing is local, experienced, and trusted. Just kind of kept waiting for a run to happen, and DCG, it felt like, stopped any momentum with immediate plays. So DeArmond Ford Radio Key play of the game, Rick, I think it has to be that big run from DCG. It just felt like any time Indianola, it was a George Blake 3, I think about halfway through the third, and then the lead just absolutely ballooned, and Indianola, it felt like, didn't even get a shot off for like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, it was that case, and they just they handled everything very well. Well coached, well disciplined. They've got quite a few. Green, Howard, Jones, Cahill played very well. They had seniors coming off the bench. 2 seniors that complement DCG coming off the bench was Fuller and Mock. They played effectively. I think Fuller had 9, Mock with 4, but he did a lot of things inside defensively, Mock did. So, yeah, they did a nice job that way. I think 16 points off the bench for DCG with 3 players. We had 15 with George Blake coming off the bench. So, yeah, I agree with you. Play of the game for Indianola. George Blake just did a terrific job and just played very well. Found a way to get open, found a way to put the ball through the hoop.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is my DeArmond Ford Radio Key play and player of the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. Some finals coming in from around the area. Not quite from Pella Christian yet. Pella Christian leads Pella 50-38 at the end of the third. That was about 17 minutes ago or so. And then Knoxville defeats Albia 56-44 in South Central Conference action. We'll try and get some other conference scores here from around the Little Hawkeye Conference. Should be one other game going on here tonight. But we're going to wrap it up with head coach Jeff Ebling. So let's take a look ahead, Rick. Indianola on the road tonight, both girls and boys at Johnston tomorrow afternoon in a doubleheader, and not much turnaround for either team.
Like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire,
you get
right?
one night's rest, and then you head to one of the biggest schools in the state. So
yeah, and number 1 in Class 5A, yeah, just big time right there. You just and they're very well done, very very well coached, both those programs up there. And but here's the thing. if you can pick up something from each of the game, that you can learn something in not only in a win, but you can learn something about a team in a loss. And I think coaches can take that away tonight. And I'm trying to be positive here and say that can happen. We knew this was going to be that type of a year, Andrew, where it was going to, I hate to use the word rebuild, but yes, restart or whatever you want to call it.
Well, when you lose a senior class of
like
8,
you had, yes.
Again, it was a 9-man rotation, and Andrew DeWall played maybe 5 minutes a game last year, and that was the only guy coming back with any varsity experience. And so head coach Jeff Ebling is making his way up here just now. But so we'll take a short timeout, but we will wrap things up with him. And Rick, we will see you probably not for at least a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, I got a couple things
I think
going
on the 19th we might. I've
got a surgery scheduled that day.
So we're not going to see you for at least 3-4 weeks now.
Yeah, it's going to be about. I think I counted like it was 17 days. Before I'm back. It was good to be back.
But we're going to be
tomorrow.
on the air.
Tomorrow.
Well, for Simpson tomorrow.
Yeah, Simpson
so for
tomorrow.
Indianola fans. But we're going to be on the air next Tuesday on the road at Pella. And that'll be myself and Trevor Castle on the call. So we'll be back after this with head coach Jeff Ebling on 94.3 KNIA. And Indianola boys basketball falls to DCG 65-51.
Auto Empire, located at the corner of Highways 92 and 6569, is the leading pre-owned car dealership in town. On top of a wide selection of affordable quality cars and bank financing tailored to your needs, their extended warranties and customer service will have you driving away with a smile. With vehicles starting at $3,000, Auto Empire offers a wide range of cars, trucks, and SUVs for less than $10,000. Auto Empire, here to make the buying process simple and affordable.
Welcome back to continuing high school basketball coverage on the Kading Properties Radio postgame show. Continuing basketball coverage on KNIA. Indianola boys basketball falls to Dallas Center Grimes 65-51. Joined by head coach Jeff Ebling. And coach, I think probably pretty easy to diagnose what happened. Indianola would miss a shot on the offensive end, and DCG gets an easy 2 on the other end, and that's kind of the ball game right there.
Yeah, I mean, they really get out quick. They always seem to send one of their defenders, kind of leak out there, and it got us early. I thought second half we did a little bit better job of getting back, but, you can't let up, especially in this conference, 8 to 10 points that way. And some young guys, I think it took them a second to realize what we're kind of explaining there, and, that's part of the learning curve. But, I thought we competed hard. We just didn't have enough tonight.
Yeah, it felt like that Mustang swarming defense. I think Indianola, the guards especially, kind of got what it felt like to be against a very quick Class 4A team. You got to find a way to get it inside. Obviously, way easier said than done, and I know I was even getting a little frustrated with that sometimes, but that's kind of what they have to adjust to, right?
Oh, absolutely. And, there was no secret there. In the third and fourth quarter, we had trouble against that trap, and, like I told the boys just a second ago in the locker room, listen, guys, film's going to come out. This isn't going to be the last time we see that kind of defense. So, obviously, we know now what we need to work on in that aspect, and we're going to have to make sure that we got these guys prepared. DCG didn't show a lot of that, in previous films, but we knew they always have something in their back pocket. And when they're, I guess you almost say senior-laden team besides Perrin, they have a lot of experience, and they, really kind of flustered our young guys, and we just couldn't recover. But I still thought we fought to the end there. We played hard, and, we just got to continue to clean things up and continue to try to get better.
Foul trouble on the big guys hurts, and I know, again, that's something that it happens sometimes in games, especially when they have senior big men like Calix Cahill, who not only knows how to finish at the rim, but knows how to draw those fouls. But, again, kind of a learning experience for the big guys.
Oh, absolutely. Calix, he's done a great job of developing, since I've been here. I mean, he's played, obviously, since the 10th grade, and, he's obviously seen the weight room pretty often there. He's a very, stout young man for being 17, 18 years old, and he does a great job of finishing around the rim, for a big lefty, about 6'5", 6'6", and has good touch. I thought we did a pretty good job early on. It didn't feel like he was just getting whatever he wanted in the post, but our guys were battling there. I know we used Wilmot and Dykey and Vinny Anderson, Andrew DeWall. I think we even had East McGraw on him a little bit here and there. So, it's tough, and it's like I told the boys, you're going to play guys like this, especially at the 4A level. This is probably the first time they've seen a team that was really that strong. This might be one of the stronger teams besides Southeast Polk that we've probably played against. And, we just tried to match the physicality. We weren't there yet, but we're going to get there. It's just going to take some time, and I know our guys are hungry to continue to work and try to get to that point.
George Blake off the bench, I think, with his breakout performance, 15 points, hits 4 threes, also had a free throw and a layup in there, but really starting to see the freshman not only score but be aggressive in scoring, I think, is the key point.
Yeah, I mean, at one point I looked out there, I was like, wow, we got 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior out there, and I was like, wow. But again, they've earned that right. They've done a great job. I'm glad to see George kind of get that confidence. I know he kind of started the season a little slow shooting the ball. Again, that comes with inexperience against faster teams, bigger, stronger teams, and it takes a little bit. And I thought this winter break he really started to turn the page there a little bit. Our scrimmage against Marshtown, he looked really good. And he's going to give us another piece. Obviously the rest of this season and future seasons that we're going to love. And him being a lefty, I mean, we got a lot of lefties on our team. It's really weird how many lefties we have on this basketball team this year, but that also helps. Everyone loves a lefty shooter. So
yeah, it just looked better, doesn't it? But
well, that's opinion. My brother's left-handed, so that's an opinion.
All right. Well, where do you go from here? I know Johnston on Saturday, and then it's back-to-back trips to Pella over next week. It's 2 very difficult places to play, and this gauntlet schedule just kind of keeps moving for Indianola right now.
Well, I mean, again, though, what did we end up losing by 14, I think, the final score? And, we're competing. It's these little areas where we got to clean them up. We're trying to break the game down in 4-minute segments for the guys. Hey, let's win these 4 minutes, then win the next 4 minutes. And, we did a fairly good job in the first half, and that's why, we're around by, I think, about 8 points at half. And, we didn't do very well in the third quarter, and that's, where they really started extending. So that's just something we got to come and kind of, figure out, especially at third quarter, the first 3-4 minutes are always important. Asher hitting the 3 off the bat third quarter, I thought, okay, here we go a little bit. And then, they went to that trap, and we just had trouble, adjusting. And I know me and my staff will make sure that that won't happen again. Our guys will be ready. And, that's just something you got to rep and practice and, get better at. And then when those times arise in a game, the guys will step up and be able to make the plays.
What did you see coming out of the holiday break? Did you kind of come to any leaps? Did you kind of get the puzzle pieces a little bit better aligned, or are you still kind of trying to figure that out?
Well, I mean, it's starting to take shape a little bit more. Like tonight we had to go about 9 deep, foul trouble and things like that. Sometimes you got to adjust on the fly. And, sometimes we went small. At some points we had 5 guards out there against, a very big team. So, we're still tinkering with a few things. And at this point, it's just really confidence of the guys, making sure they're, getting their shots up, and health is a big thing. We had a couple guys get dinged up a little bit during winter break, how those practices can be. And, they're kind of healing a little bit, but, they're going to come out and compete. Not one of them I have usually asked to see if they're, injured or hurt or anything like that, because they don't want to miss a practice or things like that. And that just is a tribute to the kind of kids that we have here. They want to work, they want to play, and it's a joy to coach them. I know we haven't seen the win column yet, and that's something we're striving for. But these guys, they're a joy to work with, and I know tomorrow we're going to come out and we're going to play as hard as we possibly can up in Johnston, and we'll see what we can do up there.
Final thoughts on the 65-51 defeat to Dallas Center Grimes?
It's a process, and we're getting where we were at the beginning of the year to now. We are getting better. And we just got to continue to trust what we're doing, stick with our fundamentals, continue to get better, and continue to build that camaraderie in the locker room. And we'll just take it game by game here. And tomorrow, Johnston's the one that is in front of us, and that's the one we're going to worry about.
Thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate it, Coach.
You bet.
That wraps up the Kading Properties radio postgame show. Kading Properties offers maintenance-free, pet-friendly townhome leasing that actually feels like home. See what's available in Indianola and Knoxville at kadingproperties.com. The one to count on for today's local sports coverage, 94.3 KNIA.
So long, old sport.
There we go. We'll be back on Tuesday, Indianola at Pella.
Thanks for tuning into this exclusive presentation of live South Central Iowa high school basketball coverage on KNIA and KRLS.